Looking for your next champion? Head to Wellman Livestock, where top quality show pigs meet unbeatable genetics. Specializing in crossbred pigs and breeding year-round, Wellman Livestock of Salem, Iowa is committed to producing show pigs built for winning at every level of competition. Contact Tyler at 319-470-8753 or visit them on Facebook to learn more. Wellman Livestock. We don't just breed pigs, we breed winners. Hello everyone, this is Joe, and welcome to The Joe Show. Welcome to the official kickoff of Season 3 of The Joe Show. The past couple of years have been an incredible ride, and I'm excited about where this next year is headed. To open things up, we're sitting down with a showman who's found success, not just in the ring, but on the judging side as well. That's one of the things I love most about the livestock industry. There are so many paths you can take, and today's guest is a perfect example of that. Brody Moeller recently earned high individual overall at the 2026 Western National Roundup 4-H Livestock Judging Contest in Denver, one of the most prestigious competitions in the country. I know there are a lot of kids out there just like me who want to judge at the next level. Today, we're diving into what it took to reach the top and the advice Brody has for those who want to follow him in his footsteps. So here we go. Brody, thanks for joining me today. To start off, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Brody Moeller. I'm from West Point, Iowa. I have two older brothers, Blake and Cole Moeller. My parents are Terry and Liz Moeller. Some things that I enjoy doing on my free time. I run a show goat operation, and I sell goats to other 4-H and FFA exhibitors around the nation. And then I also exhibit goats from my county level to my to national level. With that, I also show pigs from my county to my national level as well.
These last 12 months have been crazy. Winning Purebred Influence Barrow at Louisville, Grand Champion Market Goat at the Iowa State Fair, and now winning the judging contest at Denver. Tell us about all of these wins.
Yeah, for sure. The last 12 months, I've been very thankful for them, and it's been a blessing. Started off in the summer, obviously showing that pure influence bear throughout the jackpot circuit, and he was a special pig, and one of the pigs that I've been very fortunate to show. The Louisville win kind of just put a cap on it. It was very humbling of that. And then rolling into the late summer, winning both sides of the 4-H goat show, winning the doe show and the weather show. That was very humbling, and it was just an experience that I honestly thought I could never accomplish. Just when it did, it was a blessing. And then just coming off the high individual at Denver and high team at Denver, that was something that we'd worked very hard for since May, and we were very thankful for it, and I was very thankful and blessed to be able to be high individual that day as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Can you break down some of those wins for us? Which one was your favorite? And just tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I would definitely say though, one of the most memorable wins and a win that I'll probably keep on my back till the day I die is definitely the day that we had at State Fair. Being able to obviously start off the morning, I was very nervous. That was a very weird day to start the morning, but then, man, started off winning the weather show, and that's been a dream of mine, and that was my biggest goal going into this summer. And about a year ago, I started looking for goats, and just when I saw that animal, I knew he was the one, and man, he fed just how we all expected him to. And that was an incredible win that we had, and I was very thankful for that. And then to be able to win the doe show that afternoon as well, just kind of put the icing on the cake that day. It was a blessing, and I was just very thankful for it, and wouldn't have been able to do it with the support team that I had behind me that day.
Yeah, can you break down your support team and who's all in your corner?
Yeah, for sure. Um, This year, it was a little bit different, but some of the people that helped me from start to finish with that set of goats wouldn't be able to do it without Trent and Emma Kemker. That's who the main people were behind finding and feeding and throughout all that. One of my good friends, one of my good buddies, Fletcher Hennessy, he came throughout the summer and kind of was just a mind that really didn't have something to do with the weather, but he did with the dough and just to be able to tell us what we needed to do differently. And he showed up to help clip and helped in times that mattered. And that was something I'll always be grateful for. And then Garrett Maloney, he works for the Kemker crew. And he was a major part of that success that summer, this past summer as well. And then the Falkenstein family and Luke Falkenstein in particular, who would have raised that goat. Um, wouldn't have been able to do it without them being able to stand in my corner and support me throughout the journey we had this summer with that weather.
Yes, that is awesome. So, can you break down like okay, so you get, let's say, national show. You get to show on a national level and you're showing goats. Can you tell me a normal day, like not show day, but like what you do on a regular day at a national show, like how you get them ready?
So usually like the day before we move in, we all kind of like find a place to meet or something, and that's where we usually like get the major clipping done at, and that's usually where we start there. And then when we move in, obviously we only have so many hours or 24 hours or whatever it is to be able to get our weight cards in. So we're obviously just trying to get our goats filled back up and get them to us at the highest weight that we can get them to. That way we can be able to mark our cards. And then uh, every 4 hours, we're drenching them, just trying to get hydration and be able to obviously just get true natural shape up high like you guys do on the pigs as well.
Something else that was pretty fun is that you were nominated for the Sullivan Supplies Best Market Goat. Um, that one was at your state fair, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, congrats. Tell me a little bit about that. You told me a little bit before, but like break down what the feeling is to be nominated for that.
Yeah, for sure. Like just like honestly, just like the win that day it was at Iowa State Fair, it was very humbling. I actually remember I was sitting at I think we had just got done giving reasons at our hotel in Denver, and my mom sent a screenshot to our group chat and said Snoop made the Best of the Barns finals or whatever it was, and I was like, oh dang, that like kind of hit me like you work all summer and then however many months later and then you're nominated for Best of the Barns, and I was very grateful for that, and it was a very special moment like in the point of time when I received that text that he had made that, and I was very humbled to be able to be a part of that.
Yeah, that is an awesome experience. And before we dive into your big win at Denver, let's back up a little bit and talk about your judging experience. When was your first contest?
Um my first contest would have been the fall of my 8th grade year. So 4 years ago, roughly 4 years ago.
Yeah, so you really haven't. Well, what grade are you in right now? Or how old are you?
I'm 18 and I'm a senior at Central Lee High School right now.
Awesome. So you've been judging for a little bit, haven't you?
A little
I didn't
bit,
know.
honestly. So I judged that one contest at the Iowa State. I think there was just honestly don't remember what the contest was that year, the fall. But I think there was like a year and a half gap in between my 8th grade year and then when I would have got onto the Southeast Iowa team that we have now. That the team that would have just won Denver.
Do you remember like how did you do at your first contest?
I don't. I don't remember it being very good. I don't think I was last, but I'd say I probably was in the bottom middle pack. So I just remember, just kind of one of them first contest nerves, and first time ever given reasons, and it just nervous, and I don't remember it being very good.
Yeah, that's how my first one went too. So like, what's been your favorite species to judge?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Throughout the years, probably, obviously, I really do enjoy the goats, and I would say honestly, probably the goats because the goats have been one of the probably the most changing species throughout the last 5 to 10 years. So being able to see those change and see the differences that come into contests throughout classes. But if it wasn't sheep, I'd say for sure pigs because pigs probably give some of us some of the biggest challenges And even though me and you, we probably were pig kids at heart, and since we've been young, but they're still difficult at contests because you just depending on what time of the day you see them classes, um, you never know how them pigs will be moving, so it just kind of varies.
Hmm. So, can you tell me a little bit about your experience on the livestock or on the I Was Fine Jackpot series?
Yeah, I think my first jackpot would have been when I was either 5 or 6 years old. And obviously my family, we've shown through the I Was Swine Jackpot series for probably as long as I can remember, and probably since I've been born, and obviously probably been the same for you. But the I Was Fun Jackpot series has been something that'll always be memorable to me, and it's been a journey that I'll never forget. Just to be able to have a organization like we have in Iowa, like our Jackpot series, and for kids like me and you to be able to become friends and other relationships that we've gathered throughout the Jackpot series is something that will hold forever. And I feel like I've had many mentors through my I Was Fun Jackpot Series time, and obviously like past junior board members, and now me serving as a junior board member. I feel like it's been cool to be able to be in the mentors that I had, being able to be in their shoes, and then being able to create relationships with younger kids, like I had with junior board members when I was younger.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, I'm trying to remember. Are you the only boy on the junior board member?
I'm the only boy on this
Or,
year's, yeah. Yeah, this year's I'm the
yeah.
only. Last year I think there was one or two others, but this year I'm the only boy on it. So,
Yeah, I remember my dad telling me something about that,
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. So, your county livestock judging team that went to Denver, tell me a little bit about your team and how you all got together.
Yeah. So this team was started obviously before I had joined it. I don't remember when they would have started this livestock judging team, but right after I won the market goats at the Southeast Iowa Showdown, my coach right now, Wyatt Orr, would have been in the ring doing ring help. And when I came out later that evening after the steer show, he asked me if I'd like to be a part of it, and I was like, yes, I would love to. And so just from there, I think my first contest that I would have went to with them was the state contest in the fall of my freshman year or the spring of my sophomore year. I can't really remember. I think it would have been the fall of no, well, yeah, it would have been the fall of my freshman year. That team that I went with, I was an individual that day, but there was four of them that would have consumed of Cody Messer, Will Hoops, Cole Storm, and Drew Totemeyer, and they ended up being second that year. And but then the champion team passed up the Louisville trip, and they would have got then the Louisville trip got passed down to us, and we would have received the Louisville trip that year. So being able to be a part of a national contest as a freshman in high school that year was very rewarding and humbling to me. And I think that's honestly where I made my jump in my reasons giving time, because when we were in Louisville, man, I don't even remember how many sets we would have gave, but we were given lots of sets and days. And I think that's just where I progressively got better in a short amount of time. So I was very thankful to be an alternate for that team. And I was very thankful to be a part of that team as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Uh, what did your team do to prepare for the judging contest at Denver?
So obviously they moved the state contest to May, I believe, a year or two ago, and so after we ended up second or third, I can't remember what we were that day. I think we were second, and when after we got done with the state contest, we practice every other Sunday in Wapello, and we watch about 4 to 5 online classes, and then we give one or two sets of reasons each time we're there. And then the last probably 2 months, I think we sent about 3 sets a week to our coach. So just trying to mentally prepare ourselves. And then obviously, as live classes showed up, we would take advantage of those and go see them. So that way we could obviously not just get used to looking at online classes and see live animals as well.
Yeah. So I'm just curious here. Sometimes like livestock judging teams do some unique fundraising to help, You guys travel out there. Did you guys do any of that or any
Um,
fundraising?
I don't we not that I don't believe that we did any unique fundraising, but we each went to our county extension offices and got money through our extension offices, and we were very thankful to be able to receive money from them. And then we went to our local farm bureaus as well and got money from them as well. So I think we gathered. I can't remember how much money we ended up gathering up total, but for the most part, all of our expenses were paid for. So that we were very thankful and grateful for that.
Yeah. So now tell me how the contest ran at Denver.
So when I woke up that morning, I felt ready, but obviously still nervous going into my first national contest that I'd ever judged at. I had some nerves, but I felt like we were very well prepared and we were ready for that day. I remember after I'd gotten ready that day, I got on my phone and kind of put in my AirPods in and was just listening to music. And I had received a text from one of my good friends, and that it's obviously a little bit older than me and had been through the livestock judging process before. And he had sent me a text, and it kind of hit me, and it said, "Judging contests are simple. You place the best one first, and the worst one last, and the other two should fall together pretty logical. Don't overthink it, and let first impressions lead you throughout the contest." And I felt like, and I thought about that throughout the contest. As first impressions, you walk up to a class, and there's obviously one or two animals that hit you pretty hard within that class. And so to be able to have just that mindset going in, and it made me kind of sit back and think, don't overthink the class, place them when you got it in your head, and don't second guess yourself. And I thought that made me run through the contest very logically and just help me through the contest throughout the day.
Yeah. So were you nervous at all when you like right before you judged?
I would say, so they would like bring out the classes before, and we'd be sitting up in the stands while the livestock were already out there. And so yeah, like I like had some like chest pain like going through the contest that day, just like nervous and just like trying not to second guess myself. And so I would say just yeah, I was definitely nervous and obviously going in to giving reasons. But then after I got done giving my reasons, I felt like I just had a sigh of relief go away. And so I would definitely say I was definitely nervous going in.
Yeah. So like when you were done, how did you feel? Did you like feel confident, or were you like second guessing yourself in any places?
So I remember after we got done giving reasons, we walked back into the arena, and I remember I bounced some placings. Like my two coaches had placings, White Orr, and then Drew Totemeyer would have been the assistant, and we bounced some placings off each other. And we all had pretty similar placings. I remember there's a class of commercial use, and I placed it, I believe 3-2-1 or 1-4. I couldn't remember, and I ended up fifth in that class. But they had it totally opposite, and I was like, "Oh gosh, I hope I don't eat this class." So our placings were very similar. So I'm like, "Well, it's either going to be a really good day, or we all took a lot of points today." I don't know if I ever second guessed myself on placings, but definitely a class or two that I bounced off my coach, and I'm like, "Whoa, this might not be good."
All right. So were any classes easier than the others? And if so, like what were they? What classes were the easiest and which one was the hardest?
So the first class I judged initially was ended up being the easiest class today, which would have been market lambs. There was a standout class winner and easy last. Then the middle pair just kind of fell together with logic. And then we had to give the maintainer heifers. Ended up probably being my hardest class and hardest class on me at the end of the day. There was four really really good heifers, and they really didn't fall together very easily. So it took a lot of thought and time, and obviously, we had to give reasons on that class. So breaking down every little detail and making sure I could talk this class very accurately. And so that was definitely the hardest class. The pigs kind of fell together with some logic. Thought the two goat classes fell together with logic. I would definitely say the cattle classes were definitely the more difficult classes.
Yeah. So, okay, can you tell the listeners what you all won?
Yeah. So we ended up being high team. I was high individual that day. I was high individual in sheep. I believe I was third in cattle, fourth or fifth in swine, and then I was seventh in goats and 10th high in reasons.
Yeah. Okay, so to round it off here, on my show, I like to play a game called Would You Rather. So give me an answer that first comes to your mind. All right. Would you rather have to sing every time you talk or dance every time you walk, and why?
Probably dance every time I walk because I'm not a very good singer.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd choose for that one. I'd probably dance every time I walk too, because, yeah. Huh. All right. Well, thank you so much, Brody, for joining me. It's a pleasure to
Yeah.
talk to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it, Joe.
Yeah, of course. One more thing. I always ask my guests, what's next for you? What are you looking forward to in the future?
Yeah, so obviously, in the future, obviously going to go to a junior college and judge livestock after I graduate in May, and then obviously try and put another very good set of a show string. So hopefully, just having another successful summer and fall showing, and then as I graduate, I'm going to be taking on a new path in life with college ahead. So
That's awesome. Do you know where you're gonna go to college yet, or do you have any
I
plans
I
where
don't
you're gonna go?
I haven't made my mind up yet. I have
Yeah.
not decided on where I'm going to go to college yet.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you so much for joining me. It's always great to talk to you, and we'll see
Yeah.
you this summer.
Yep. Thanks, Joe.
Yep. Thank you.